Hello, everybody, again. It's me. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can't speak. Sometimes it just happens, I just can't speak. Anyway, I'm IcoFire here on part 3 of my Legend of K gameplay series. I should probably shorten the title. Anyway, it's kind of blurry as usual. There's not much I can do about it. So right now I'm on a place that has kind of cruddy service, so it might take a while for the video to actually come out, but as soon as it comes out, you all get to see it whenever that is. So, let's get started, because there's nothing else for me to say right now. Actually, there is one more thing I could say. Sorry if the screen was too small in part 2. I had no idea how far away I actually had it. I had a long day today. Just putting that out there. I had a long day today. So yeah, this is part 3. I'll make part 4 when I can. Oh, it never has been.
This magic potion may taste like liquid sawdust, but refreshes and vitalizes the mind. The recipe has been in our family for generations. See the demon gates. Oh, you can purchase this demon potion.
I'm sorry about that. The PS4 fan is going nuts. Or something. I can't stop the ringing. Sorry. Might not be able to hear the game. And that's probably annoying. That noise is very annoying. I hope it stops soon. Oh, crud. It's screwing up. I'll fix it. Sorry, I have no idea what the hell else is wrong with it. I will fix it any way I can, but I might have to just postpone this video one at a time. I think the PS4 is working right now. It doesn't seem to be making that noise at least. Hopefully, I restarted it. Okay, the PS4 seems to be working okay now. I don't know if it's gonna make that noise again, so, cross fingers. Whenever it makes that noise, it just screws up. Maybe it's old or something. I don't know, but I hope it doesn't die anytime soon, because it's kind of the only console I have right now, and I'm not planning on getting another PS4. Also, I don't have a way to put all the data from this PS4 to another PS4. Which means if anything happens, I lose everything, even my games. And I really do not want to start some of these games over. Especially some games like Spyro. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to get Reunited Trilogy and have to wait 3 days just download the extra crap? Otherwise, you get a dang demo, or pretty much a demo.
Halt! Nobody pass here! Chief Doc orders this for your security. This forest clear cut. Yeah, for my own good. Right. Look, Randy.
Yeah, that's
Pax
bullcrap.
made a huge mistake. I gotta talk to him.
If anybody knows what's going on with my PS4 and how I can keep it from doing that, that'd be helpful if you were to tell me.
Right.
I don't know if comments will be on in this video though. But if they are, it would be helpful if anybody knows a not very expensive way to fix whatever the problem is on my PS4. I can't tell you what I did because I don't know exactly what I did. All I really did is stop it from making that noise somehow and restarted it. So I just hope that it will work. And no, don't think it has anything to do with me moving it from one place to another because it has done that before at my own house. I just probably shouldn't mention that, but I'm not. Anyway, please excuse my mumbling. That was kind of weird. I don't know why I mumbled, but anyway, it's nothing. Don't think it has anything to do with me being somewhere else or whatever because I did that before for whatever reason. Maybe it doesn't like having a disc in there too long. I assume it's a healthy color. I heard white is a healthy color. That is a death color or something. But if it was some kind of death color thing, it would have been dead. As in, it wouldn't even be able to turn on if the PS4 just stopped working completely. So it works! For the most part, otherwise, again, I wouldn't even be able to turn the dang thing on. I did have that problem once, but all I had to do was insert a disc and it turned on. Wouldn't have known that if I didn't ask Google.
Who are you? Okay. What are you doing here?
That's how I fix a lot of issues, is through Google and YouTube.
Because I'm a cat, you dodos. What's this huge catapult for? We're launching cats at rats. But seriously, we wanted to attack the rat camp in the forest. So far, so good. And
Something went wrong. In fact, it was just when Duwu was checking the catapult and triggered it accidentally, hurling him far away.
we hope that he is not injured.
Wow, this is the best image I have ever had from this camera so far. It almost looks exactly like the game right
We came
now.
to the rat camp, but we cannot get to Duwu because the area he landed in is too dangerous, and there are a lot of deep pits we cannot
I
cross.
guess it's when the characters are close to the screen, that's when it's better.
Anything that'll help nail
I don't know.
Jack and his pals. What can I do? You must find a way through the forest and find Duwu. It will be difficult.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Maybe you can get a grip on one of the many boars living in this forest.
Yeah, you mean the boar I just saw? Duh. Anyway, Kay does look kind of chalky anyway, sometimes from far away. PS didn't change the graphics that much. Again, I wouldn't know. But it doesn't look like PS4 graphics. If anything, it looks like PS3 graphics, and that's about it. Still kind of like the graphics, though. It's not bad graphics, it's just it looks like an older thing of graphics than PS4 graphics. And it probably is. This game was originally on a PS2. So the graphics was probably worse than, I don't know. And I know the graphics on Spyro Reignited is a lot better than the original, but they actually put a whole ton of effort into it and completely remade the game from pretty much scratch. So that's probably why the graphics and stuff look way better. Can't exactly explain what Toys for Bob did with Spyro. I just know that they completely remade it. Remastered, so to say. That's the actual term of it. And I think this game is literally just the same thing, but they remade this software of it or whatever in order to make it so it's playable on PS4. I'm not good with this stuff. All I know is basics. And this just does that just does this. You plug it in and you play a game or you watch a movie. That's all I know. I know some terms like graphics and CGI and stuff. But that's literally about it. I didn't really study much of this kind of stuff in high school, and if I did, I probably forgot most of it. Okay, see, now it's screwed up for some reason. There it is. I have to tap on my phone screen to get it to fix. Does anybody else have this problem? Or some of you have those super high-tech phones or cameras that is perfect. No, there's no such thing as perfect. Especially especially when it comes to technology. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Technically, there are things that are perfect, but people are definitely not perfect, and technology isn't. But technology does come pretty close sometimes. Ooh, I almost ran into that. I guess those things can give you more of the blue stuff. They look like the yin yang symbol on the blue stuff, so that's my guess.
Wow, that was some big jump.
Phew, what a ride. Are you Dumu? Boo and Lulu sent me to find you.
It's
Are you
weird
alright?
being further on in the game,
Fine,
but
now we're
doing
both
video
stuck here.
clips for
Who would
YouTube
know?
of me
If I'd only
being,
taken a few bottles with me, I'd have been surely able
well,
to
not
hold
so
this
far in the
off.
game. It's like I'm going into the past. Because this is levels before where I am. Right now in the game, I'm at this swamp. And in the video, I'm, well, here. So weird. No, it's not that weird, but still kind of weird. I love that animation. So there's no ringing this time, so I assume everything will be fine. Probably jinxed it though. Knock on wood. Don't worry, that's all I did is knocked on wood. Not that the whole knocking on wood thing is necessarily true, but I just did so just in case.
Wait! You did it! Follow me!
Hey, great! You saved Doo!
Phew. Man, are we glad to see you, Doo-woo.
Here, take this key as a reward. I think it's the key to the rat camp. Try it. It's yours. I think you have better
And how
choice
did you
to
get
fight
that
those
key?
rat bastards than me anyway.
Sorry. My hand's starting to cramp up. I almost always have to ride this boar in this situation. Yeah, just telling you, you have to ride this boar a lot. There are other things you end up riding in this game, but I don't want to give anything away. Let's just say you ride other things, and the obstacle courses get harder, and some of those creatures are faster. And there's one that's a real pain to control, but no spoilers. Also, just controlling Borax is a little bit harder than it looks. I feel like I've already showed this part of the video. I mean, all the tracks do look fairly similar. I need to switch hands. My hand is killing me. Okay. Switched hands. Another reason why I like using that hand is because it's my right hand. Yeah. Sorry again.
Have you already got a demon potion and gone through the portal?
Yes.
Ah, you again. Nice to see you. Yes, do have another look around. It is not so safe anymore to travel
Oh,
around.
jeez, I did go through all this again. Sorry. Okay, let's get past this then. Okay, stop. Whoops, everybody just saw the same thing twice. Okay, I'm gonna skip a little bit extra just because. Or he said that again. Well, this isn't the other part anyway. I know what it is. He said the same thing. Once again, background characters just say the same thing a lot. That part still just... It was kind of enough in part anyway. Whoops. These dang logs, they keep hitting me. Oh.
Well, if it ain't the Rat Patrol. Bring it, butt brains.
Cheese breath. Nice. I like bombs. I like the bees one too. I don't know if I showed that off yet, but there's one that releases a bunch of bees. Or hornets. I think they're bees. They're one of the two. Whatever they are, they follow the enemies and they sting them repeatedly. It's funny. I wonder what this game would be like 2-player. I don't think it's possible unless it's like online or something. But if it were to be 2-player, just, I don't know. Wonder how that would work.
I've been on a mission. Yes, to find the dragon, Torchi. Our paladin, you know. Then there was this rat camp. Oh my, I failed. I must hurry back and tell Tu Lao what happened.
I don't think they've ever made a K2. No, I might look it up. And if I did, I probably would have known about it. He's in a cage. Oh, that's hilarious. I would not want to be that rat, though. Boom. I love blowing things up, especially in video games. Actually, I never blow things up in real life. However, I do love watching fireworks explode. Sometimes those pole swinging things can get annoying because I can never figure out how to get to the next one for some reason. Or sometimes, even after I did, the game's like, nope, you're not going over here tonight. See, I think I fall after this one or something. Yep. You probably can't tell, but I was very frustrated after... Well, actually, I didn't get frustrated yet. But at some point in the video, I ended up trying so many times, and the dang camera messes up so much like this. I just get really frustrated. Mainly because of the camera. The camera's annoying. Yeah. It is me trying to fix the dang camera. Yeah. I guess I decided to set it back the way it was. I don't remember what I did. But I finally made it over there, just to get to another one. See, there's another one over there. So many trials and errors, that one. And it wasn't just me. Sometimes video games just don't like to listen. And like I said, they're not perfect. It's okay, because at least I was able to make it through. Whee! It'd be interesting if there was sound effects when I hit the ground, like a kaplop sound effect. Oh, there we go, now I made it. I skipped through it because it took me several times. Mainly because I got too annoyed by it. Huh. Those crystals are so tiny, it's hard to see. It's easier to see in the game, of course, because the screen itself is actually clearer. But with my phone camera, it's hard to see those tiny things. I don't remember what I did. I think I like accidentally fall somewhere or something. If I can tell, but I skipped the video a little bit. Because there's parts that were just kind of pointless. Yeah, I was not in the mood to fight those right now.
Hey, my friend, over here.
Over here!
Do you see that one over there guarded by rats?
Sure.
Press it.
Okay. But first, I gotta knock off those rats.
Well, duh. Gotta knock them right in their butt. Sorry again if the screen is too, or appears to be too small. If I zoom in too much, there's problems. Rolling really helps if you do that before attacking. Whoops. Just stupid camera did it again. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Okay, I'm skipping this.